Greetings and welcome to Nathan Lyle Official. If you've never seen my face in a video before, my name is Nathan Lyle. This is my This is my personal channel where I do vlogs, reviews, and anything else that happens to catch my fancy. And today, I ordered KFC. So I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna eat, we're gonna chat. Are napkins in here? Hold on. Yeah, they're napkins. So, listen. You ever listen to Aaron Carter? I was listening to an Aaron Carter song the other day. Now, keep in mind, this is the first time I've ever admitted out loud that I'm an Aaron Carter fan. Because it's definitely very much like advertised to young girls. It's pushed onto that tween audience and stuff. This is my first time admitting it out loud. I grew up listening to Aaron Carter, loved it. I don't know if I've heard every single album, but I've heard a lot of his music. There's a song that popped up I haven't heard in years. And listening to it as an adult is realizing how toxic this song is. Because he has a song called Do You Remember, which, first of all, the song's a banger. I'm not sitting here, I'm not dissing Aaron Carter. I am not going to say anything disrespectful about a dead man, R.I.P. You know, I'm actually a huge Aaron Carter fan. I'm not saying anything negative about him. I'm not saying anything negative about the song itself either. It's a good song. I've been listening to it on repeat. But deeper analysis of just the words of the song, the lyrics of the song, make you realize that it is kind of a little toxic, because the song is literally, the entire song is him saying, I mean, you're asking if I love you, but don't you remember all the good times we had? And deeper analysis of that, you look at it and you're like, hold up though. Because you're talking about what happened before. How I used to treat you like a queen. How I used to be good to you. All the great times we had before. And it's like what Janet Jackson, I believe, said it best. What have you done for me lately? And it's such a difficult thing when you're in a relationship and you've already invested years of time and you do sincerely care about this person, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who they used to be back when they were trying. Like, they stopped trying. That means something. Like, things have changed. Things do change. Like, unfortunately, it's one of those things where, like, hey, like, you ask me if do I love you, but I mean, if you have to ask, it's already bad. Because he, even in the song, admits he stopped saying it. Okay? He used to say it, he doesn't anymore. Which also kind of implies that, you know, he used to do nice things for her, but maybe he doesn't anymore. And it's like, damn. Especially when you think about the song, it's got some, like, narcissistic, abuser type language and just the way that it's phrased with. Because, like, the chorus, it's literally saying, do you remember why I walked on water for you? Do you remember why I gave you 3 wishes? And it's like, hold up. Motherfucker over here talking like he's Jesus. Okay, like he imagined, like, hey, I gave you everything you wanted, damn it. Of course I love you. I'm here, ain't I? That's also one of the reasons why, when it comes to entertainment, sometimes it's better not to overthink it. Like, it's a song. Either you like it or you don't. If you like it, listen to it, enjoy it. Because I feel like whoever wrote the song probably didn't put any real thought into it at all. They just wrote words that sounded good. But also, if someone ever plays you this song, sit down and have a talk with him about why this just isn't good. I mean, it's a good song. It's not a good mentality to have in a relationship. Like, because relationships, no matter how much you may or may not care about someone, it takes effort. And the second the effort stops, the relationship is doomed. You gotta keep giving that effort. And feelings do change. And sometimes the effort changes because the feelings change. I mean, change is like an inevitability in life, you know? Completely, but yeah. And also, I just want to say, once again, not knocking the song. It's a good song. But, you know, it's got bad messaging, but it's still a good song. There are songs that are far worse. Because, like, in my humble opinion, I have not heard every single song that's ever been recorded in human history. But for me personally, one of the worst love songs I ever remember hearing, and this is a song that, even at the time, I knew this was bad. But, like, the older I get, the more I'm like, God, I hope you're not like this in real life. That it really is just a song. Because it's just so 50 Cent has a song called 21 Questions. I think it was on his very first album. Like Get Rich or Die Trying or The Massacre, one of those two. It's called 21 Questions featuring Nate Dogg, once again, R.I.P. So many people that I grew up with are dying. But anyways, yeah, it's like, there are lots of things in the song that are already bad enough, but there was one line that I clocked immediately. Like, even as a 12-year-old, I was like, that don't sound right to me. And it's because he literally says these exact words: if I was out with some other chick and someone happened to see, and when I asked you about it, I said it wasn't me, would you believe me or up and leave me? How deep is our bond if that's all it takes for you to be gone? Think about that. He's out here on the song admitting, yes, I was creeping around, yes, I was with someone else, and yes, your friend did see me, but I'm going to lie to your face about it. I'm going to look you in the eyes and I'm going to lie to you. And if you don't believe me, well, I guess you never really loved me in the first place. The fuck? Anyways, moving on. It was a long weekend for me. That's why I'm eating KFC. Also, I got a free 1-month trial of Uber One, and they had 2 for 1, so I got 2 full-ass meals. All pretty low price. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, treat myself. So I just worked 7 days in a row, 7 long, frustrating days. And I get 1 day off before going back to work. And it's not even the best day off because I spent the morning, I did laundry. I had to do some cleaning kitchen. I went shopping briefly, just briefly, because my freezer's kind of empty. So I got a few like frozen meals and frozen pizzas. And then I decided, you know what? I don't feel like doing any actual cooking. Even just, hey, turn on the oven, put the thing in. That's too much effort right now. So I got this. But let's talk about Power Rangers real quick. Before we get into the actual news, I just want to talk about my history briefly. At least I want to, but I wrote some notes down. I wrote down like a questionnaire with like 7 questions. I don't know if I can remember all of them, but let's start. Because one of them, okay, what introduced me to Power Rangers? I mean, I'm old. I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago. Uh, but so yeah, I was like 3 years old, but I was there when Power Rangers first hit the air. It was this cultural phenomenon, and then I never stopped watching it. But my favorite season, I will say, Mighty Morphin. Looking back, it's not as good as I remember. Like, and nostalgia is the main reason I enjoy it. Brings me to a simpler time. But like the middle seasons, easily the best. As soon as they switched to like a team of the year format from like Lost Galaxy to about what we'll go all the way to Mystic Force because SPD Mystic Force, they're not my favorites, but they're still good. But all the stuff in the middle, Time Force, Peak, Ninja Storm, Golden, Wild Force, Dino Thunder. I mean, I sincerely enjoyed that period of time. All-time favorite season, I'll say Ninja Storm, though Time Force close second. All-time favorite theme songs too. That's half the reason they're so good, because Ninja Storm and Time Force, such amazing theme songs. Even if you don't sit through the entire show, just watch the theme songs for those. I'll listen to the theme songs. You can watch the opening titles, but whatever. I've also looked at Lightspeed Rescue for the first time since I was like a kid. I never hated Lightspeed. In fact, I loved the whole Ryan storyline. And there's good things that I remember about it. I just never loved it as much, but like damn. Like that thing actually kind of holds up, and I definitely need to rewatch Lost Galaxy. But the one I've watched episodes of those just kind of peeking out of curiosity. But the one that I'm watching right now, like I'm going through Ninja Storm, and I don't know if I'll finish it this month. I'm getting close. I'm closing in. I'm more than 2/3 of the way there. But yeah. So yeah, I'm watching Ninja Storm right now. I'm also watching Beetleborgs and Sonic Underground. It's gonna take longer to get through those, but I'll get through it. I'm watching Ninja Storm. I'm thinking of rewatching the movies because I've looked at the movies, but that was more watching as a fan. I want to rewatch them one more time as a critic because I can do an entire video for each movie. I just don't know if I want to dedicate the time for that. But it is something I can put on the docket. And it's and so yeah, I'll go and rewatch all of the movies because watching it a second time as a critic and just an actual evaluation and doing a full video on that. But in the meantime, the first videos I'm going to do this month. First of all, I'm definitely going to continue my series Letters to My Therapist. I know a lot of y'all ain't watching it. I don't care. I mean, I'm not saying this to sound mean. I'm not necessarily doing this for you. I'm doing this for me. Because I've accepted the fact, hey, I'm not going to get famous doing anything, really. But it's on YouTube, like, the plan isn't to be famous. It's just, I want to do creative things. I want to do things that I enjoy. And if I put it out into the world and someone else happens to get joy from that too, that's just a bonus. But I'm doing things that I want to do. So I'm definitely there's gonna be at least 2 videos in the month of July. One of them is going to be that. And the next one I plan on filming, not on my next day off because I'm going to a family dinner. But I'm gonna try to film it and edit and upload it the next chance I get. There's episode 3 of the Jack Taylor fan fiction. Because I mean, it took almost a year to get to episode 2. So for the people who stuck around for that, I feel like you deserve to get episode 3 a lot quicker. Also, episodes 3 and 4 are probably my favorites because it's Zeo and Turbo. It's funny enough, Zeo was my least favorite season growing up. Watching it as an adult, it's way better than I remember. But it's also one of the reasons why the fan fiction is better because I did a lot of effort into that one. So yeah. So episode 3 Zeo. When am I gonna get to Turbo? I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how life's going out because I've got the fan fictions. I've got these things that I'm watching and reviewing. I've got Because I've still got my forgotten 90s and 2000s shows. I've got 4 of those that are mostly written. Want to put that out. That, not to mention that I still have like my life happening. There's a lot of stuff going on. Can't always do everything, so we're just trying to fit that in. But yeah, the next one I'm gonna work on, which hopefully will be up before the end of the month, Jack Taylor fan fiction, episode 3, Zio. And then, other than that, like I said, 1 episode of Letters to My Therapist. And then after that, who knows? I mean, I definitely, like I said, I want to continue, because I got at least 4 more episodes of Forgotten 90s shows, because there's a lot of shit that even I forgot existed when I started, when I wrote that episode, and then, like, literally immediately after hitting upload, I was like, oh shit, I completely forgot this one. When I'm not only writing down things that I remember, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that, like, I had to look it up, because they're like, oh, wow, I haven't even thought of this in 30 years. But, yeah. So that's what's going on here. Oh, I just remembered one of my other questions. Favorite Ranger. I don't know other than Tommy, obviously. Tommy's the GOAT, but it depends. Because, like, obviously, Tori, cause I had a little crush on her as a teenager. A lot of people did. A lot of people seem to love Carter. I don't even remember most of the Lost Galaxy people. I saw, I guess, Jin and Wes from Time Force, some of them. Titanium Ranger, though I like him as a Ranger more than as a person, and that's not saying anything negative about him as a person. It's just, I don't remember much of Ryan's personality. I just remember how strong he was as a Ranger and how interesting the storyline was. I guess I'll go with the other Green Ranger than Cam. Love Cam. I feel like there's more I want to talk about, but more importantly, I want to eat. I'm going to eat, maybe play some games, take a nap. I'm doing good. It's my day off. I'm going to try my goddamn best to enjoy it as much as human fuckingly possible. So, well, thanks for sitting with me, eating. Anyway, so yeah, stay tuned. Some more videos. It's gonna be at least a week before I upload again. But I promise I will try to get, there's gonna be at least 1 video in July. Hopefully 2.